right, Taurus. How are we doing this week? This is your weekly reading from March. I don't know why I had a weird accent there. From March 14th to March 21st. I hope you are having a good week so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share. And if it doesn't, check your moon and rising, because you could be in that energy as well. Or I'm just not connecting to your energy this week. So what we got? All right, right off the bat, Taurus, some fear of failure that we're having this week. Again, fear. We've got the Strength card, and we kind of got the Three of Wands reverse here. Sorry about that. So we're kind of letting our fear take us over this week, in a sense of we're fearing that things kind of won't come in for us, that offers kind of aren't moving towards us, fear that we're kind of fear of failure in kind of general. I think the one thing about failure that we kind of talk about, which is kind of an interesting concept, is what we kind of deem as failure is not really a failure. Like, we'll always kind of have lesson. It could be a lesson in our life, or it could be something to move us kind of more in the right direction. I know I always think of, at least I try to think of failure as a valuable lesson in a way. To be like, okay, I've already kind of failed at something, but I'm going to get back on that horse and I'm going to try again and do it again. And it was important and a pivotal part for me to get that energy to kind of keep moving forward. So I'm interested to see kind of what this fear of this failure is for you this week. What's this fear of failure for Taurus this week? What's this fear of failure for Taurus this week? Interesting, it's been coming up a lot this week for all the readings, is this healing card. I have this, it's interesting because it's like we have this fear of like healing in a way, and then kind of rest and rejuvenation, or just taking time to heal ourselves and rest here. And then we have the Five of Swords, which is kind of like end of conflict. So I kind of feel in a way that we're kind of scared that if we take the time to heal ourselves, if we take the time to kind of move a step back, we take time to rest a little bit, that we won't be pushing forward, it's interesting, like, it's almost like this feeling that we won't be pushing forward, that we won't have that fight anymore, that fight to kind of go do stuff, fight to kind of keep moving in our life, because there's this like past pain that we're kind of healing. But just, you know, like, rest is also an equally really important part of getting our life and where we want it to be. So don't feel like just because you're resting or taking time to take care of yourself here, that you aren't actually fighting for something that you want. Whether it's like maybe like a capitalist, like you're like, if I'm not working, then I'm not pushing towards something, I'm not getting anything done because I'm just taking the time to rest this week, and I'm not pushing my dreams forward, or I'm not doing that. Just realize that rest is also really important for us, and healing is also very important for us, to get back into that level place, so that things don't wipe us out as much. Can I just have what this kind of end of conflict, what this kind of defeated conflict is for Taurus? Okay, I kind of understand what this is trying to tell me now. It's this idea, if we don't keep pushing towards our goals constantly, that things aren't going to work out for us, that things aren't going to come towards us, because we're not constantly pushing, we're not constantly focusing towards our goal. In this area, because we have this Knight of Wands here, this passion, this moving forward. And I think what this rest is trying to do to you is trying to ignite this passion again. This healing is trying to kind of get you to this place of this Knight of Wands again. Could be that you're having conflict with a fire sign here as well, but I kind of feel like it's you just kind of regaining your passion again, your passion for life and passion for where things are going to go, because it seems like you need a little time out. It seems like you might have been working a little bit too hard. You need time to heal a little bit. You don't have to fight constantly. You don't have to constantly make everything a battle. If you want to rest. Take your time here, because it will get you back to this passionate energy here where you're going to kind of come in fast and be creative and passionate kind of about life again. It's almost like a little reset button is what I'm feeling with this energy, Taurus, this week. Because you have the Two of Wands here as well, which means your ships are coming in once you feel like you have the world in your hand, once you feel ready, once you feel that passion kind of grow in you again, once you're kind of healed here, I feel like this energy will return to you. So don't fear, again, if there was a little bump in the road, if there's a little failure that kind of happened here, don't fear that just because that happened, that everything that you've worked hard towards, everything that you've put your energy towards is not going to be worth it anymore. It's not going to feel good anymore because of this little failure. You are pushing forward and things are kind of moving towards you here. You'll get back this energy. That energy is kind of yours to come back here. Just give it a week. Just give some time. We can't be 100. It's funny because this kind of popped itself out. Sometimes I take cards, I just notice them, but this one like literally was like this, and I was like, yeah, I know. You're working too hard. You're pushing yourself too hard. You need to rest. You don't need to be able to do everything all the time. Things, opportunities, everything can come towards you. You don't have to push against the grain so much to feel like anything will happen for you. And that's like the strongest energy I'm kind of getting this week for you, Taurus. This is what I'm feeling. You kind of feeling that defeated almost of going against the grain so much. Take some time to rest. Take a breather. Relax. Do this week, just do kind of whatever you want. Doesn't even have to be pushing towards a goal. Just give yourself that time to rest. Watch your favorite TV show. Be like, yeah, I was lazy for 3 days straight, but I feel good. I feel rested. I feel back to me again. Interesting. You came up with your own read here with the Hierophant. What they're kind of telling me is I feel like this Hierophant energy, sometimes it can mean marriage, sometimes it can mean just higher power. And to your, I feel like this means spirituality this week. I have a feeling that it also has to do with faith in a way. Faith that things will kind of work out. Faith that you're not going to be left out in the cold in this situation where you're kind of not going to be left without, like, again, this card here with so much financial loss that you will be homeless or poor or whatever. Just having faith that the universe kind of has your back, faith that the universe is working for you as well, and they're not going to leave you out in the cold here. They're not going to leave you high and dry. I think let them work for you as much as you work for them and for yourself, right? Let the universe help you as much as it can, because that's what they're there to do. Your guardian angels, your relatives, your family members, anyone on the other side, the higher energy, they're there to work with you, right? So don't get this energy of you're doing everything alone and you have to keep pushing and pushing forward. Let them do some of the work as well. And I think when you kind of let them do the work, you'll kind of see some opportunities come in. And maybe you'll kind of see, oh, this is maybe something I didn't think about before, but this offer is coming in here. And I was like, interesting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it could be something that you've never even thought about doing, but because you're resting, you kind of see it clear come forward instead of being like, no, I'm going to directly say no to this, whatever this offer is, because it's not aligned with what I'm pushing towards. You know, you're giving a bit of surrender this week in that sense. What else we got for Taurus this week? Yeah, we got the Five of Cups reversed. So end of sadness, especially if you're depressed or going through a bit of depression or sadness. We're healing that this week. We're getting happier. We're giving our space to heal ourselves from the sadness or from this depression. Allowing us to be sad and allowing us to work on it and work through these emotions is going to be super, super important. It's okay. It's okay to be down sometimes. You don't have to be a rock star constantly, you know? Some of you might be moving to a new place. Maybe you realize where you're at with this rest and contemplation, that you're working too hard, that you kind of just need a restart. Or some of you could be traveling as well, because you're just like, I need a break from this life. I need to take care of myself a little bit. I need to go somewhere warm. I need to, you know what I mean? I need to give myself that energy boost again, because I've been kind of in the depressive episode. So some of you might be doing that this week as well, especially if you're in a career or a job where you feel like you're not allowed to take breaks, that you have to keep pushing forward. I think now you kind of realize that, hey, it's time for me to take that little bit of a break. Or it could just be you moving on from this sadness as well, moving on from this period of your life of feeling depressed and sad, and working on healing yourself and healing your energy. I feel like vacay is a big energy for you this week. I don't know, I'm just getting that. I'm just getting like, time for her vacation. You need a vacation, Taurus. Working too hard. King of Swords reverse. Queen of Wands. Interesting. High Priestess. There's some cold energy here with the King of Swords. Someone that's not communicating, someone that's not opening up communication to you. Cold. Maybe kind of saying some nasty things to you as well. I would just not trust. Maybe it's the air sign you're dealing with as well. You got that High Priestess reverse, means we're not kind of listening to our intuition on this situation. So if someone you feel like is saying something to you or communicating in a way that's like disrespectful, and you're just like, wait, was that like disrespectful? I almost get this kind of like sneaky cold energy, and you're just kind of like, what? Where is this kind of coming from there? You know, trust your intuition in that sense. Trust your intuition, especially around this person. Because you have the Queen of Swords, or Queen of Wands upright, and because how of our readings have been going today, there's a lot of wand energy, so it's kind of thinking about bringing back that passion. And I know we're earth signs, Taurus, but I think we need to kind of get in this fire energy. We want to get to this Queen of Wands to reignite our passion again. So maybe you had an occurrence with this air sign that made you doubt yourself, and maybe doubt your intuition and doubt kind of what you were feeling. But now this week, you're kind of not letting that control you anymore. Maybe they're the ones that kind of put this idea of failure in your head this week. But we're not even going to listen to it, because we are this Queen of Wands, and we understand what we're passionate about. And we understand what excites us and keeps us moving. All right, let's pull some oracle cards. Love that. I'll show you in a sec. I'm sure you're like, it's nice of you to say that. All right, another person with envy. Here we go. Okay. A new start is coming. Don't stress out about it so much. I feel like this chapter of sadness is on its way out here, and you're kind of going to move to a more passionate energy once you kind of take them time to heal and rest. A personal issue comes to resolution. That's what we're talking about. Maybe the fear here. Maybe we're talking about this healing, stab in the back energy. Or maybe it's this person here who's kind of put some negative thoughts. Whatever this is, it's going to be resolved. So don't stress about that. We have envy here, and we also have the Garden and the Gate reversed. So I will read you the Garden and the Gate reverse. This card reversed indicates a more happy choice to open to a door to a spiritual pursuit. That's what I was talking about with the Hierophant there. You may have been obsessed with worldly issues before, but your readiness to go deeper is here. Many people believe that they cannot live in the material world, make lots of money, and engage in spiritual properties at the same time. But you now realize that this isn't true. In fact, you bring this wonderful spirit of focus to any endeavor. Spiritual focus to any endeavor. And when you do, you will find that beyond your garden, the universe is willing to fill your life with beauty and joy. Expect the unexpected, for the joyous synchronicity abounds. What we're talking about, letting the universe do the work a bit, trusting it here, giving it free range, letting go of some control to the universe, right? This week, they're not going to leave you at the cold. They're not going to leave you high and dry. Of course, we're going to go through situations in our life that are not great, go through some hard times, but in the end, they're here to help you through that. If you allow it, if you ask it. And then we got envy here. This card shows a woman holding a huge pearl in one hand and a platter of coins of pearls in the other. She stands in the silver room looking out at the golden city on the horizon. She has a life of value already, but she ignores that and longs for the shining prosperity that she sees everywhere else. Instead of feeling happy and fulfilled, her desire for more only causes deep sense of lack and dissatisfaction. What we're talking about with that kind of failure card there. The energy shows in her dress. This card upright is telling you to let go of jealousy and acknowledge the blessings you already have in your life. Now is the time to shift your focus. After all, when you envy others, it only attracts more to them, not you. Notice all that you have and thank the universe for it. This card is near appreciation card in your spread, and this message is doubly important. Now is the time to move from conscious lack to one of value, right? Time to shift our energy of our life of value. The things that we want here are coming into fruition, allowing the universe to kind of bring them towards us here. And I feel like once we kind of let go of this fear of failure, when we let go of like watching everyone else and is success and being jealous of why it hasn't happened for us yet, when we let go of that process, that control, we'll have a lot happier of a life, especially if we're going on vacation this week. Don't let other stuff stress you too much. Just focus on the rest. And the rest will be history. Wow, look at me go with that one. All right, Taurus, I hope that helped. Have a good week.